Hey tribe, welcome back. So we are checking in what's happening next week and a half with you all. And today I have objects in front of me: pile 1, feather; pile 2, shell; pile 3, stone. See which one calls your name, and I will see you in timestamps. Hey group number 1, let's see what is up with you next week and a half. Whoever has chosen the feather, and I'm using the El Goliath deck to start with. You have the Eight of Cups as your main energy. I'll put it in the corner right here, and let's use the Gold Foil Tarot to get more information. I don't know for who this is, but it feels like some of you are going through a phase of grief where you understand that you're leaving a chapter of your life, you're turning your back to it. But at the same time, you can't maybe some of you see your future life without what you had in an optimistic lens. Now, this could be for the next week's energy, or this is something that you're already witnessing. Some of you, as a sign of one chapter ending, the new beginning, what you may be very drawn to subconsciously is a bit sadder music than usual. You may feel quite nostalgic. You may feel that you want to watch movies that have really deep meaning to it, where people have to overcome certain difficulties. But let's see, what is this talking about for you next week and a half? We have the Emperor. We have the Ace of Cups that came out reversed, and I will read it in reverse. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Ten of Wands. So I feel like these tens are very connected to the Eight of Cups that we started with. What I'm seeing here, it portrays to a most likely platonic relationship, but it doesn't have to be. It could be a friend that you had, and maybe you have to spend some time apart next week and a half. Maybe you're moving, or they are moving to a different city. Maybe you miss them very much. Whatever the case, it feels like it's heavy on your shoulders next week and a half. Some of you may have had an issue with someone. That's why we have this difficulty. I'm ending a chapter with you. I'm starting a new chapter on my own. Now, for others of you, this could be a family member. But the cards at the beginning you have are very strong. What you can expect as an outcome of this situation, yes, take your time to process this. As an outcome of a situation is you feeling much more balanced and in control of what you're doing and where you're going in life. And I'm also seeing potential new love walking into your life, if that's something that you want. If that's not a romantic situation, then a new friendship the old friendship is being replaced with a new one. So whatever relationship you have with this person that you are saying, okay, I'm sad to say bye, due to some sort of circumstance, maybe conflict, maybe life happened. I'm sad to say bye, but something new very soon is being brought into your life here. And you, as the Queen of Cups, you are taking it and you're exploring it. See how she looks at that cup? She's like, okay, this is new. Let me see what this is about. But overall, the Eight of Cups is being clarified by the Emperor, which is really good here because it's telling me that this next chapter, this door that you're walking towards to over here, is going to bring in quite a lot of structure, quite a lot of organization into your life. You will be much more, I want to say, I'm seeing an eagle now. You're going to be like an eagle, observing your life and knowing what to do, when to do it. You're stepping into your masculine energy here when it comes to getting shit done or ending some sort of dealings that you no longer need. But it feels like a short phase. It doesn't feel like this is going to be a long phase in your life when you're going to be acting mostly from the masculine, because soon enough you're going to be presented something that will soften you again, that will bring in that feminine energy again. Next week we're going to have your words are very influential. So think about what you say and how you say it, because it either can make a big impact or it can cut really deep. Okay, so just something to watch out for. What else is happening next week we're gonna have? There's some sort of relief coming. Some sort of relief after a difficult time. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess. And you have the Two of Cups. Someone may tell you a secret next week we're gonna have that you will keep. Also, what I'm seeing here, you're very protective over your material world here next week we're gonna have. You know what you deserve, you know what you want to get and where you want to go, and therefore you stand your ground. And don't sell yourself short next week we're gonna have. That would be your advice. Now let's clarify the Two of Cups. I feel like I'm missing one card here. The Nine of Pentacles, okay. And the Eight of Cups again. This feels like someone is deciding to become single here, pile number one, or less dependent on someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. Someone is becoming way less dependent on someone else. They're taking their own route. They're deciding for themselves where they go next, what they want to do. I'm not dependent financially. I'm not dependent emotionally. I know that I need to focus on this independence. And that's going to take me somewhere else. So let's see. Where is this independence taking you? If you're working on a project, in a team next week, do not be surprised if you want to do a lot of things on your own, make your own decisions. Where are you going? We have Eight of Cups twice here. The clarity of mind. Seeing through the clouds. Exploration. See, you're very much a loner next week we're going to have. You may want to spend a bit more time with yourself, especially if there is something unclear and if you want to find clarity to a situation. What should I do? How can I get rid of these doubts? How can I find what I'm looking for? And the way that I'll find it is by spending a bit more time on my own, or by retreating a little bit from one particular relationship and really focusing on myself and where I'm going next. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands. That's you holding a world in your hands, saying, okay, what the world has to offer. Where am I deciding to go? Where can I find this independence? How can I do it, right? You're very calculated. You're very focused on being a leader with the Emperor of your own life, with the Nine of Pentacles. And you go, you know what? This is my time to shine. This is my time to take charge of my situation, of my life. Okay, let's see what else. I'm going to use the Tea Leaf Tarot. Any other events that we need to know about for the next week we're going to have? Yeah, you're chasing your happiness. You're chasing your rainbow. Flute, disappointment in a friend of lover. We talked about this with 2 tens and we saw a relationship, and 2 Eight of Cups. Someone may decide to take some time off. Also, you may receive messages through music about this situation if you haven't started receiving that just yet. Happiness, that's where you're going towards. So you're very focused on your own happiness, knowing that the most difficult part of a situation is over. It's a very clear kind of scenario for me for pile number one. It's kind of specific, so I hope this is making sense to whoever has come across this video. But if I had to sum it up, it's like, hey, I was involved in all of these dealings. I'm part of all of these beautiful relationships, but I was recently shown, or I will be shown, that one of them might not be in sync with me anymore. And something happens in my life where, yes, it's difficult for me to acknowledge that, or it's difficult for me to overcome the situation. I need some more time with myself, processing, maybe even grieving. But I know that wherever I'm walking towards to, as an independent individual, I'm walking towards that rainbow and happiness. So I hope this made sense. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. There are plenty of videos over there. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hey group 2, whoever has chosen the shell, this is the El Goliath deck in case anyone is asking, and we have 3 of Wands, the creative bone prism. Now let's get more cards. Let's see how this ties into your next week's story. Oof, one card on the floor, give me a sec, I will pick it up. And I'm gonna put it back in the deck. If it has to come out, it will. What are you planning here? It feels like next week for you is a lot to do with planning. You're very focused on your future here. We have the Hangman, Nine of Cups. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. This is a really good reading, actually. We have the Strength card. Let me move this slightly. And let's get clarifying. Let's see what is going on here. Three of Swords reversed, and I felt like I wanna read it as reversed. Okay. Seven of Swords. It feels like a bit of a background story or your past at the bottom here. The Five of Pentacles. And the Death, definitely. This is who you are, who you are becoming. This is what has happened, and the experiences that made you who you are right now. Bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Wands. Overall, quite a surprising week, I must say. Expect everything and anything. It feels like life will show you unexpected events. Let me adjust you slightly. Unexpected events, and some of them will be really pleasing to you, but others of you will be like, damn, I need to look at this. I've been shown this a couple of times, but I'm not learning from this situation. Some of you are heavy focused on healing your heart because of the past betrayal. Now, this could be someone maybe took something from you, lied to you, you've been cheated on, or whatever shady behavior. This feels like this is in the works, behind the scenes. Some of you are healing abandonment issues here, and it feels like you are overcoming that. Understanding it, knowing where it comes from, and kind of making peace with the past. It feels like you really want to tap in to the optimistic side of self, and you're changing your perspective on your life. What is luck to me? How often does that luck come into my life? Am I thinking that it happens very rarely to me, for me, or it can happen at any time? So let me focus more so on things that I want to happen in my life. Let me focus on my strength and stamina instead of focusing on the past events that are weighting me down. So next week, it feels like you're on the rise. You really want to focus on your dreams. You're taking the steps necessary. You're planning here. How can I achieve what I need right now? And with that, what you're attracting is that Wheel of Fortune, because that's matching your energy, right? You started first changing perspective on one particular situation, something that you really want, a goal, a dream, a wish. And then universe, God, whatever you believe in goes, okay, here's the Wheel of Fortune. We are matching this with your energy. And then let's see what happens. So let's pull more cards. Let's see what is going on next. And I feel like I want to use the Tea Leaf Tarot here. I'll do a mixture of both. What is happening next? Teapot. Deep friendship with someone of the same sex. Now, as part of your wish, Maybe you wished for a new relationship and it's coming in the form of a really deep friendship. Maybe you wished for deepening relationships with people who are around you. And life gives you a new opportunity for a friendship with someone who is very naturally deep, right? And you won't be able to avoid those deep conversations. You will have to be vulnerable with them. So whatever you wished for, it feels like it is coming your way, especially if it is connected to a relationship. Romantic, platonic, or business does not matter. An important month for you, it feels to be August here. But since we are reading about the next week and a half, and it's not August just yet, it's July. Regardless, when you come across these readings, doesn't matter. That's why I don't put dates on them. It feels like next week you are being prepared. You're preparing something yourself that will somehow unfold in August, or what you are planting the next week. You will see the seeds in August. You will see the plants, the seeds that you plant. Makes sense? Blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I'm out of it a little bit here in pile number 2. Maybe you have difficult time focusing. Maybe you've been procrastinating, and I'm picking this up. Now let's continue. We have dog far away again. Friendships are really important next week and a half. And it feels like through those friendships, even if your lover is your best friend, right? And you call them a friend, regardless of what kind of relationship you have with that person, it is the friendship that is the most important. And next week, through friendships, you are acquiring something. So share information, have fun together, new creative ideas, right? That's exactly what can come out of this. If you want a fresh start, spend some time with friends. Your energy may shift. If you've been sad, for example, or if you've been lacking energy or motivation, spend some time with them. See how you come back to your routine. What is your energy then? What ideas come afterwards? It's also a really good time to go on a short break next week and a half, meet new people, and overall kind of socialize. Because I'm getting through socializing, you will be able to pick something up from maybe 1 or 2 people that you will need, and you will take that home with you and you will make something out of it. Does that make sense? Now let's continue with regular tarot. Let's see what else is happening next week and a half. Ten of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Quite a lot of communication. If you had a fight or an argument with someone, it's being resolved through communication next week and a half. Someone even may give you a gift, someone that you maybe had clashed with in the past. Someone wants to make up. Someone wants to make things better here. Someone wants to show appreciation through communication, apologies, or gifting something. Overall, if there were any difficulties with anyone next week, it feels like it's fading away. The clouds are disappearing, it's fading away. If you don't want to come back into contact with that person who might want to apologize, or hit your DMs and you're like, oh, I don't want that. I've closed the door. It's okay. Know that. I split the deck. We have 3 of Cups. What you need to focus on, though, is relationships that make you feel strong within yourself, that uplift you. People who are good friends to you. We all screw up from time to time and we need to apologize to one another. And so I don't want to say to those people who had really hard, difficult relationship with someone and they saw that we cannot really be compatible even as friends. Here, I don't want to push you to take something that is being offered from them next week. The most important thing for you is to ask yourself a question. Is this friendship valuable to me? Is this person a good friend to me? Would they be a platonic, romantic relationship or family, right? What can I build with this person? Can I build anything at all? Are we in sync to some extent? We cannot be in sync at all time, right? But are we in sync energetically? Are we able to lift one another up? So it's all about relationships. File number 2 for you next week and a half. Expect a get together, a celebration. Expect a good time. Expect someone reaching out to you. This is for a couple of you, not for all. Wanting to apologize, to make up to you. Anything else? Next week and a half, what is going on? Queen of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Queen of Wands, oof, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. If you are married, bottom of the deck, 6 of Wands, you are having a great time with your partner next week and a half. If you haven't gone on a trip for a while or haven't planned anything that's exciting out of the, routine, the usual, next week would be great to do so. Go on a date. Even if you're in a relationship for 30 plus years, right? Doesn't matter. Organize a date. Now, for others of you, what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing that someone might be dealing with, or we're dealing with, a person who is married. And I would say, if that's the case, with the Hermit, take a step back and ask yourself, why am I being involved in situations like that? That this person is not matching what I need, or I'm choosing a person who's already in commitment. What attracts me towards people like that? Because I'm not realizing, or wasn't realizing maybe, that some of maybe the abandonment issues we're playing in, right? The more they run, the more I chase, etc., etc. So that's just something to watch out for. But overall, I feel like this is your past and you are healing from it. You've done self-reflection, and now you want a partner whose main focus is you. Yes, they can have other responsibilities, that's fine, but the main focus is you, and you want to look at each other like this. Now, if you are single, next week and a half would be a really good time for you to go and explore, okay? Meet people, go on a date. Would it be a blind date? Would it be, I don't know, date over an app? Would it be talking to someone, but starting a conversation yourself with someone in a pub, in a restaurant, in a bar, or I'm hearing music, or somewhere where music plays? So I hope this made sense. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. There are plenty of videos over there, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for passing by. Hello, Pile 3. Let's see what is up with you all, whoever has chosen a stone. This is El Goliath Tarot deck, in case anyone will be asking. The 8 of Wands, the Meteor Shower. Okay, let's get some more cards. Let's see what this story is about. What is happening with you next week? We're gonna have Pile 3. So you have 8 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, 3 of Swords to start with. You have the 4 of Wands. You have the Knight of Cups. Justice. 9 of Cups. And Death. Okay. Bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups. All right. Let's see. For my collective, it feels like next week is all about mending relationships, improving relationships. Would it be with other people? This is already like collective pile 1, 2, and 3. If you had any issues with a person, it feels like you're very focused on yourself. You want to leave it be. You want to give it a break. You're looking at all other options that you have. How can I heal my heart, or how can I become stronger and more independent? Now, someone may have to leave or to separate unexpectedly. It may be a surprise to someone. Now, this could be leaving due to, I don't know, work. I have to go to this work thingy. It could be someone becoming single, and that's something that they didn't even know their partner was thinking about, right? It's an unexpected fast energy that I'm seeing here. But what's interesting is that you're feeling that, okay, so this happened, this person had to go somewhere, or I had to spend a bit more time on my own, focusing on my own stuff, but it actually opened my eyes to all the options out there for me. And that is making me very happy, because one of those options, the new options that I have, or opportunities that life has to offer, is actually making me very optimistic about the future. So I don't know what this is that you are walking away from. It feels like a relationship, but it doesn't have to be for all of you. This could be just a situation where you have to leave something behind. It is bittersweet kind of energy. Yes, this is a sad situation. Maybe someone is moving. It could be as well. Someone is moving, or someone, for example, got a new flat, someone that is further away from you. And you go, okay, so we're not going to be meeting each other that often anymore. It is sad, but I'm happy for you. Makes sense? There is a bit of that bittersweet energy here where, say, if you are moving yourself, you are moving, you're happy, you're looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's sad to say bye to that old place, right? Whatever the case with the Death card here, you are being urged for changes next week we're going to have. Do not say no to changes. These will be beneficial to you. And in some way, it may also heal the parts of you that need to be healed. Just through choosing, the path that is less explored, looking at those options with 7 of Cups here, and making sure that whatever you choose, it in some way serves you, right? It serves you. And it makes you feel that you're taking care of yourself, because some of you, I feel like you've been taking care of everyone else, but you've been putting yourself in a back seat. Next week, you may be more drawn to red, pink tones. Now, do a bit more research what this means to you. But overall, what I'm picking up, it feels like you may need to spend a bit more time in places that are romantic to you, or dress up in a way that is romantic to you, or wear maybe jewelry if you never wear jewelry. It's almost as if you're focusing on the self, and you're investing in self, and you're trying to feel in your heart what you need. What color do I need to wear today? What color will lift me up? Color has an effect on you, right? What color of the walls am I going to paint for myself? Do I want to redo my home? So things like that. Pay attention to your heart, what you are feeling, what you're being urged to do. It's also a really good week for any type of self-care. Spa, massages, going to visit a doctor for general check-in, fixing your teeth, etc., etc. Now let's get more cards. Let's see what else. What is up? Some of you might be traveling somewhere next week we're gonna have, or you're being urged to travel and explore here. Especially if you are trying to make a decision, or if you're a bit lost in life and you don't know what to focus on, or you don't know what's your next step. Your cards are saying take a trip to a place that you haven't been to. You'll pick up something there energetically. You'll come back home. You'll know exactly what needs to be done, or you'll have You'll have more focus. You'll be a little bit more self-confident with the decisions that you are going to be making. Now, let's see what else. Someone is observing you next week. We're gonna have someone who has disappointed you in the past here, I'm seeing. But you've grown from it. It feels like this is it's way back in the past. Either they're observing you on social media or they may even reach out to you, but I feel like you're not having it. I feel like you may want to cut it off. You're like, no, I don't need this. You may also receive quite a lot of weird messages next week. We're gonna have some of them may land in the other inbox, if you know what I mean. People offering you things. I just want to say for some of you, be wary of the scam, okay? Because I'm seeing someone being excited about something that comes through in the mail, but it may be too good to be true because it is a scam. So be I don't want to say paranoid, but be careful with these things, especially when sharing information with people online, okay? And yeah, double check it. Double check the person, double check the contract, whatever is being offered to you. If, for example, you are trying to be an influencer and you get an opportunity for sponsorship, make sure that it is real. It's a real deal. And you can tell that from looking at their email a lot of times, apart from just the how the email is constructed. Now, what else? What else are we seeing here? I'm seeing people focusing on their health, wanting to improve their health, strengthen their body, either through exercise or getting their blood checked to see what is lacking, if anything at all, and then acting accordingly. Maybe I need more vitamin B, vitamin D. Maybe I need to get out in the sunshine a little bit more often. It feels like your focus is on your health. Some of you may have one glass too many in a party gathering of some sort. So if you have something really important the next day, maybe get yourself electrolytes or whatever works for you to kind of come back to life the next day, okay? Because I'm seeing it may disrupt something that you really needed to be good at. And you go, damn, like, it was a great night, but boy, do I regret it now. I cannot focus maybe, or, you know, whatever the case. Let's see what else. I feel like you have quite a lot of people looking at you next week. You can have you looking good, you're focused on self, expect compliments, and some of you will hate that. Some of the people coming back from the past, wanting to get back in touch. Yep, sneaky. Like, look, can we start over, or can we refresh this connection? But what is being offered is not really genuine, so watch out for that, okay? You will feel it in your gut if that's something that you want to entertain, but most of you will not. You're like, no, my perception on you has changed. I am not taking this back. I'm done with this. You've hurt me, or we had a really hard time and I'm not opening these doors again. And in general, with the Seven of Swords, I feel like, yeah, you're not taking it. You see, you're not taking that card. You're like, nope, hands crossed, arms crossed. In general, when I say with Seven of Swords here, it feels like some of the lies, yeah, some of the lies that someone was trying to keep to themselves will be revealed. So if you've been dealing with a person like this, you're going to get clarity. What did I say? Fuck, I didn't even look at this card, I promise. Some of the things that you didn't know about, it's coming to light, right? It was hidden for some time, but it wasn't meant to be hidden for forever. This had to come to light, and you'll go, oh, now for sure I'm not even responding maybe to this message. I do not want to deal with this person. Or if someone's gonna attend a gathering of some sorts and you know that someone of this energy is there, you don't have to go, and you may say, hey, you know what, I don't feel like I want to go, I'll stand my ground, I'd better have some time off with myself. I'll spend some time off, maybe self-care, I'll have a nice bath and I will chill. I'm not going to be around this energy, because I feel like, see, if you were healed, you would be fine. You wouldn't maybe be so susceptible of that energy of that person, right? Who has maybe lied to you, or who just you don't like, you know, because they tend to do these sneaky things. Maybe not to you personally, to someone else. So if you were strong enough and grounded enough, you would attend, but you wouldn't get affected as much. In this case, it feels like it may be still fresh, or it may be still very triggering, and you might want to say no and spend some time in your own ambience. So I hope this made sense. If you need more content, find me on Patreon. There are plenty of videos over there, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.